student sociology, doing sociology research method. How research is done in sociology. Now, sociology deals with things that are already familiar to most people. The crucial element in sociology is the method through which knowledge is gathered. Sociology deeply interested in the lived experience of people. The word methodology actually refers to the study of method. There is no single unique road to sociological truth. Of course, different methods are more or less suited to tackle different types of research questions. Participant observation refers to a particular method by which the sociologist turn about the society, culture and people that he or she is studying. There are so many methods, other methods, interview method, questionnaire method, survey. Survey is probably the best known sociological method. The main advantage of survey is the social scientific method is that it allows us to generalize results for a large population which actually is studying only a small portion of the population. Now, objectivity and subjectivity in sociology. Objectivity is quite complicated. In discipline like sociology, because of things which sociologists try to find generally available in any of the existing groups, and he himself is a member of any particular group. He is very much influenced by values of any group or society, and it is almost impossible for him to move away from such influence. It is because of these reasons it is also impossible for the researcher to remain unbiased and bring objectivity in the research. Therefore, objectivity is quite complicated in sociology. Efforts of sociologists to deal with problems of their strive for objectivity. Problems of a bias. First of all, the sociologists have to face clearly the problem of bias, because sociologists are also members of society. They will also have all the normal likes and dislikes that people have. Now, a sociologist studying family relation with herself as be a member of a family, and her experience are likely to influence her. Effects of personal values, prejudices. Even when the sociologist has no direct personal experience of the group she or he is studying, there is still the possibility of being affected by the values and prejudices of one's own social context. For example, when studying a caste or religious community other than her own, the sociologist may be influenced by the attitude that community prevalent in her own past or present social environment. Problem of unconscious bias. To deal with this possibility, sociologists explicitly mention those features of their own social background that might be relevant as a possible source of bias on the topic being researched. This alerts readers to possibility of bias and allows them to mentally compensate for it when reading the research method. Method used by sociologists to face problem. One method is to vigorously and continuously examine one's own ideas and feelings about the subject of research. More generally, the sociologist tries to take an outsider's perspective on his own work. She tries to look at herself and her research through the eyes of others, particularly those who are the subject of her research. Now, reflexivity. What is reflexivity? Meaning of reflexivity. Generally, the sociologist makes effort to take on an outsider perspective on his own work. She tries to look at himself or herself and his or her research through the eyes of others. This technique is called self-reflexivity or sometimes just reflexivity. The sociologists constantly choose objective choose subject his or her own attitude and opinions to self-examination. He tries to consciously adopt the point of view of others, especially those who are the subject of his or her research. Importance of reflexivity in sociology. One of the particular aspects of reflexivity is the importance of carefully documenting whatever one is doing. Part of the claim to superiority of the research method lies in the documentation of all procedures and the formal cutting of all sources of evidence. This ensures that others can retrace the subject steps we have taken to arrive at a particular conclusion and see the themselves if we are right. Now, next is observation method. In this method, the researcher tries to study any particular tribe or village or any area by observing. And observation method is two types: participant and non-participant. In participant observation, he becomes one of the member of that community and observe the things and write his research. And non-participant, as an outsider, he goes there to the particular tribe or village and sees things from outside. So there are two types of observation method. Now, what is the strength of participant observation? In this type of observation, research comes very close to the group to be studied. With this, the sociologist gets very good chance to study minutely. If you want to study a family, then you have to live in the family or the study. In participant observation, mistake observer gets power to understand the real importance of different behaviors, their relation, and the rituals of the group. Most of the actions of the group are influenced by social structure and the circumstances. Hence, non-participant observation claims the phenomenon, but participant observation helps in understanding their internal values. Participant observation is possible in natural condition. When people come to know that they are being observed, then their behavior becomes unnatural and artificial. Then the observer will not be able to get honest information. In natural condition, participant observation is most reliable for observation. Participant observation makes the eyes of the observer very minute. He accepts those facts very fast which he needs for observation. Special knowledge is necessary. Without this, no one can properly observe minute behavior. Only an engineer can compare two machines of a mill very easily instead of a stranger. So, a non-participant, as an outsider, you are going and observing things. So people may hide, and so many internal things you won't know. They will not reveal you the facts. So this is non-participant observation. So participant observation is better. Now, survey method. The survey is an attempt to provide an overview. It is a comprehensive or wide-ranging perspective on some subject based on information obtained from a carefully chosen representative set of people. Such people are usually referred to as respondents. They respond to the question asked to them by the researcher. Survey research is usually done by large teams consisting of those who plan and design the study. The researcher and their associate and assistants, the latter are called investigator or research assistant. Survey questions may be asked and answered in various forms. Generally, they are asked orally during personal visit by the investigator and sometimes through telephonic conversation. Response may also be short, invoking questionnaire brought by investigator or sent through the post. With the increasing presence of computer and telecommunication technology these days, it is also possible for surveys to connected electronically in this format. Respondents receive and respond to questions by email, the internet, similar electronic medium. A representative sample. Before selecting a prospective sample from a given population, the following two main principles should be kept in mind. The first principle is that all the relevant subgroups in the population should be recognized, and the representation in the sample. Most large populations are not homogeneous. They belong to distinct subcategories. This is called stratification. When considering the population of India, we must take account of the fact that this population is divided into rural and urban sectors, which are very different from each other. When considering the rural population of any one state, we have to follow for the fact that this population lives in villages of different sizes. In some way, population of single village may be stratified by class, caste, gender, age, religion, or others. Now, survey method. Then, interview method. Main features of interview method. Interview means that by the direct and formal conversation with the person who has any type of direct contact or relation with any specific phenomena, conservation could be done on any specific objective and is limited to a predetermined area, but conversation is done in an open, good and independent atmosphere, and the respondent shares his view with open mind. Features. First feature of interview method is that information could be obtained from related person which only he knows and which cannot be attained by any other means. With the help of this method, we may come to know about the fact how a person behaves in some extraordinary circumstances. Sufficient care must be taken while observing the behavior of the respondent while interview is going on. This method is capable of studying those events which are incapable of direct observation and about which one can share information except the respondent. This method can study the impact of events of the past because there are a number of events which cannot be remembered or they occur in the past. Now, then we have a questionnaire method. In questionnaire method, a list of questions is prepared, and suppose we have chosen Noida Sector 49. We want to know the opinion of the people, which party they are going to vote. Then we will prepare a list of questions on a piece of paper or two and put it in an envelope and attach one envelope by writing the address of the researcher, and will put into the ask one assistant to put in every house. थोड़ा नीचे जगह होती है दूर के, and they will put it and ask them to write and answer it and put in the envelope and drop it in the nearest post office. In this method, we want to know, we choose a sample area and they respond, they write the answer, name, age, profession, which party you are going to vote, why you are not going to vote a particular party. Like if the person has written BJP, why he is voting BJP, why he is not choosing Congress, what is the drawback of the Congress, what is the plus point of BJP. All these opinions are taken by the people and they answer it and put into the envelope and drop it into the nearest post office or post bag, and by the researcher get the mail, and by going through their questionnaire, the list, he is able to analyze what is the opinion of the people. So this is now okay.